Myself, M. Gunakar, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government Degree College, Siddipet, Telangana State. Today, let us discuss the topic, the genetic code. We know that the DNA molecule contains the information necessary for protein synthesis. The sequence of nitrogenous bases in the DNA molecule determine the structure of mRNA, which carries the code to the ribosome, and this code is called the genetic code. The genetic code was discovered by Marshall Nirenberg and Hargobind Khorana, for which they were awarded the Nobel Prize in the year 1968 for the physiology and medicine. It is known fact that nucleic acids will govern the total protein synthesis. While proteins have only 20 different kinds of amino acids, but whereas the nucleic acid has only 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and whereas uracil in mRNA. If we give singlet code consisting only one nucleotide provides just 4 codons, these are the 4 codons only. So we can provide the codes for 4 amino acids, but there are 20 amino acids are there. So if we apply the singlet code, then it is very much insufficient. Then let us have a look at the doublet code. Total number of amino acids is 20, and the doublet provides only 16 codons, which is still insufficient for 20 amino acids. So to solve this problem, George Gamow suggested the possibility of triplet code, each codon consisting of 3 nitrogenous bases. That means totally, which gives 64 triplets. Since 4 into 4 into 4, 64 triplets. The 64 triplets would be enough to code for 20 amino acids. So we can have a look at the 64 codons dictionary, which is now, it has been used totally, and this is the 64 codons dictionary. But in a 64 codons dictionary, either there should be more than one triplet coding for the same amino acid, or else of the 64 triplets, 44 triplets should mean nothing. It has now been proved by experimental evidences that the code is triplet and that all 64 codons carry some meaning, although 3 of the 64 triplets cannot specify any amino acid, but they mean stop signals. That means whenever any one of these 3 triplets is encountered on mRNA, it orders that the end of the polypeptide chain has reached and that the chain should now be released from mRNA. Now let us have a look at some of the terms and their definitions. As I just pointed out, that the genetic code can be defined as, it is the sequence of nitrogenous bases of nucleotides along a sugar phosphate strand of a DNA molecule. Then what is codon? Codon is the sequence of 3 nitrogenous bases, that is nucleotides in a mRNA molecule, which codes for single amino acid. Now we shall look at this codon. So this codon is having 3 nucleotide bases and it is called codon, and it specifies one amino acid. Then what is triplet code? That means the sequence of 3 nitrogenous bases determining a single amino acid, hence it is called a triplet code. And what is anticodon? The sequence of nucleotides on a tRNA molecule which pairs with the codon of mRNA is called anticodon. Sometimes it is also called NODOC, means reverse of the codon. Here NODOC, or it is also simply called as anticodon, which is present in the tRNA molecule. Here is the tRNA molecule. So here this is the codon of mRNA, and this is the anticodon which is present in the tRNA molecule, which couples with the codon of mRNA. Now let us have a look at some of the properties of genetic code. Basically, each genetic code possesses 6 main properties. Additionally, there are some more other properties, but basically there are 6 basic properties. We shall discuss one by one. Genetic code is a triplet. Means, just now as we seen, genetic code is always containing a triplet code. As I have earlier discussed, singlet and doublet codes are not enough to code for 20 amino acids. And as George Gamow pointed out, the triplet code may be suggestible. So the triplet code is minimum required. But some others may argue that why not quadruplet code or of higher order. As I pointed out that in a triplet code of 64 codons, there is an excess of 44 codons, and therefore more than one codons are present for the same amino acid. This excess will be still greater if more than 3-letter words are used. For example, in the quadruplet code, there will be 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. Total 256 possible words can come. So a triplet code is enough or sufficient for coding for 20 amino acids. Now coming to the next property of a genetic code. Genetic code is degenerate. What does it mean? Genetic code in a triplet code, for a particular amino acid, more than one word can be used. That means a single amino acid may be specified by many codons. Example, valine has 4 codons such as GUU, GUC, GUA and GUG. All these 4 codons, that means these 4 triplet codons, they specify valine. That means one amino acid has more than one codon. This is called degenerate. Now coming to the third property, which is called genetic code is non-overlapping. Non-overlapping code means a base in a mRNA is not used for the 2 different codons. We can see this here. Non-overlapping code. So if this is the sequence of nucleotides in a mRNA molecule, a message, if it is a overlapping triplet code, so here the third letter in this sequence G can be overlapped in all these codons like this. But it is not actually in the case of this genetic code. So genetic code is actually a non-overlapping triplet code like this. We shall see here. Genetic code is, the message is read in non-overlapping triplet code like this: AUG, CAU, GCA and UGC like this. So here then all nucleotides in mRNA can be taken for only once. This 3 and next first 3, second 3, third 3 like that. So they are only taken once, there is no overlapping occurs. Next property is genetic code is commaless. Genetic code is commaless. That means there is no comma or punctuation mark between adjacent codons. Now we can see this. Here 3 bases are there. Again next continuously there are 3 bases, again 3 bases. There is no gap or punctuation or a comma is there. All the 3 bases, all the bases in a nucleotide sequence on a mRNA are read without any punctuation mark. The next property is genetic code is non-ambiguous. Non-ambiguous code means there is no ambiguity about a particular codon. A particular codon will always code for the same amino acid wherever it is found. That means whether it is a invertebrate animal or it is a plant or vertebrate animal or whatever the living organism, all living organisms, a code specifies only a particular amino acid but not different amino acids in different organisms. That is called genetic code is non-ambiguous. Now the last and not least property of genetic code is universal. That means this genetic code determines the same amino acid in all organisms. Although the code has been worked out by using in vitro systems prepared usually from microorganisms, there is no doubt now that in all kinds of living organisms, whether they are micro or macro, plants or animals, the same genetic code is used. However, recent discoveries found that more primitive genetic code exists in mitochondria of some organisms. Now coming to the other properties of genetic code. In addition to the 6 basic properties of genetic code is also shows some other properties. Let us have a look at it. Genetic code is collinear. That means the codons in mRNA and amino acids in proteins have a linear arrangement. Then second property, the genetic code it has a direction or a polarity. It means code is read in only one direction, usually from 5' to 3' direction. Here you can see. Now this is mRNA and all the nucleotides can be read in 5' to 3' direction generally. Now the next property is genetic code has some initiation codon. Synthesis of a polypeptide chain is initiated by a codon called initiation codon, which is located in the beginning of a cistron, that is gene. It is generally specified as AUG and it codes for an amino acid called methionine. When this AUG is present at the beginning of the cistron or gene, it acts as a initiation codon. But the same code, if it is encountered in the middle of the nucleotide sequence, then it specifies an amino acid methionine. The next, genetic code has some codons which specify the termination or the end of the polypeptide chain. That means synthesis of a polypeptide chain is ended by any of these 3 codons called termination codons. And these termination codons, among these three termination codons, they may be UAA, which is called ochre, UAG, which is called amber, and UGA, which is otherwise called as opal. Out of 64 codons, these 3 codons, they do not specify for any amino acid, but they function as termination codons. Actually, till the function of these codons was discovered, they were called nonsense codons. But as now it is discovered that they terminate the polypeptide chain and release it from ribosome. So they are no more nonsense codons. They do some function, that's why we can't say they are nonsense codons. Now coming to the how this genetic code is discovered, how the scientists could crack this discovery of genetic code completely. As I said earlier, the singlet and doublet codes are not sufficient to specify all 20 amino acids. So that's why, as suggested by the George Gamow, the triplet code was applied for the genetic code to specify all the amino acids. So among the 64 amino acids, 64 codons, 61 codons specify different amino acids, whereas 3 codons don't specify any amino acid, but they are meant for termination of the polypeptide chain. Until 1961, the existence of triplet code was simply an assumption. But in that year, Nirenberg and Mattei proved its existence experimentally. The two scientists were able to synthesize artificial mRNA which contained molecules of only one base, which is uracil. It was named as polyuridylic molecule. and this synthetic polyuridylic molecule was placed in a cell-free system containing protein synthesizing enzymes extracted from E. coli, and the 20 amino acids together with necessary ATP and all enzymes which are required for the protein synthesis. After some time, a small protein-like molecule was produced which was formed by the linking of phenylalanine. It means in the polyuridylic acid molecule only uracil was there. So it means UUU is the codon for phenylalanine. Subsequently, it was found that poly-A mRNA gave polylysin peptide chain and poly-C gave polyproline. Therefore, codon AAA was assigned for lysine and CCC to proline amino acid. Such a polynucleated chain of mRNA formed a single type of nucleotide is known as homopolymer chain. After establishing the codons of different homopolymers, Nirenberg and his associates tried to establish the nature of codons formed by two or more bases, and these were named as copolymers. Then, an ingenious work of Indian-born biochemist Dr. Hargobind Khorana, who prepared RNA with known repeating sequences, could decipher many codons. So, on the basis of different techniques, scientists could devise a complete genetic code dictionary, and we are now using this genetic code dictionary. We can have a look at this genetic code dictionary. So this is the complete genetic code dictionary the scientists have devised. Now you have a look. Here the 64 codons are present by taking all these nucleotide sequences. That means triplet codes. So these triplet codes were shown here. So how to study each triplet code in this genetic code. Now let us have a look at this. You can see on the left side UCAG, on the top one UCAG, and here also UCAG. So here we should write in first box there are 4 triplet codes are accommodated. How they are devised, let me show you. This among this code UUU is given here. So first U is coming from this, second U is coming from this, and third U is this. And in the second UUC, this UUC is coming from first U is this one, second U is this one, and the third C is this one. And the same way this UUA code can be written by taking as this U from here and second U from here and A from here, and this fourth one UUG can be written by taking the U here, second U from here and G here. Okay, like this you can write all triplet codes in all boxes. So we will get 4 into 4, totally 64 codons, among which the codon AUG, which specifies for methionine, which can be called as a starting codon or initiation codon, while the 3 codons I have already mentioned, UAA, UAG and UGA, these 3 codons are stop codons or otherwise called as termination codons, which do not specify any amino acid. They are only terminate the protein synthesis, that means coding, and hence they release the polypeptide chain from the ribosome. And the same genetic code can be represented in a wheel manner, and here I'll try to explain. The 4 nucleotides U, C, A, G are taken here, and the second letters U, C, A, G in each one are taken like this, UCAG, 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 like this, and the third letters UCAG are taken like here. So If you want to denote one particular, say for example, this here you can see first U, second U and third U, you can take UUU, which codes for phenylalanine. In the same way, UUC, which signifies again phenylalanine. Like this, all codes can be written in a wheel-like manner, otherwise a tabular manner. Thank you.